Elliott. Good on the extra point. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That one downfield for Cooks. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that one is intercepted. Jair Alexander picks it off. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
63. No touch up.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Now it's 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 at the 9-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it, and for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
On play action, Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down.
180.
To throw is Hurts. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach.
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. The big man, Ed Oliver, in for the sack. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Tiger Swamp.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Hurts. That's hauled in at the 2. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Looks like a design run. Hurts has it, and he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Now Allen on 1st down. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Throwing again, it's Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here we go on 4th down. It's Allen. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again, it's Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Throwing again is Allen. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
got involved if I knew I would get so attached. I promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence. This time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting till we're yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Two distant strangers like magicians. Never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I had to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact, buzz you up so I can call that a ballin'.
Come tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? French tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at a been swimming cause I'm in a deep. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets.
Young and ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said there's no fun to blame, but I was not the one to change. 'Cause I was not the one to save you. And you were my everything. Now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'm doing anything. I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Outside. 18. Watch out. 21.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action, now Purdy. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys on the circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of it.
They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A gain of 22 yards.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll throw with Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To the air, Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw, Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Looking deep here for Mooney. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darnell Mooney, 46 yards. And the Falcons take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That is caught. Downfield is Pearsall. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now he'll tuck this and run. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ricky Pearsall, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. From the 41. Here's second down and 8.
It's second and 8.
Again, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. It's going to be caught. He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. David Stills, 27 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
loss of 6.
Jalen Walker.
And 16.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34 from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. That was complete to Tonjes. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
More yards.
Back to throw, Purdy. This is caught. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Robinson on a give right side. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Penix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 30 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Falcons, 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Pass caught by Pearsall. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Purdy. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Get set.
Purdy now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Purdy from the gun. He'll try and do this himself. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
And that hits the right upright, but goes in anyway. A friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And they have regained the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Falcons.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Penix.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Now Penix going to hold on to it.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this one is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll throw with Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
17 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Robinson up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards and first down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons have retaken a third-quarter lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 28, 49ers 24. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Get set, get set.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 49.
And now an audible here into something else. Looking to throw, Penix. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, You had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on fourth down? And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They go play action here. Purdy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To the air, Penix. He's got his man, London, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rockin' like slide to the beat. Break, snapping like fake tricks, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, you like to go dumb. I'm fucking up the game, I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't showed it what they call it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. Unable to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
15 yards on the play. And the 49er, first down.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
They'll try and throw with Penix.
It's complete, and he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
24. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the 49er, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And now here's another interception.
And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. And looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to Mooney.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now Penix. That is caught. And he is going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Falcons first down. An 8-yard pickup.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On the bootleg, it's Penix.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
21. Outside. Runner 53.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Pass caught by Pearsall. He's into space past the 25. Touchdown, 49ers! Ricky Pearsall with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead,
picked off by Leonard Floyd.
The two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Falcons 42, 49ers 30.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
They're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. No gain on the play. And it'll be second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cowboys!
Here's Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A play fake. Now Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd down and 6 now. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They are going for it. Penix able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. On the return, here's Ray Davis. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First turn of the game for James Cook. Let's say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Completed over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Bills have a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. There he goes, pick six, touchdown Green Bay.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion. Now you want to build on it. Wow.
Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip.
Brandon McManus, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Hey, hold on. Hey!
Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Back to throw now, Allen. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, they're flying around and making the play.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That's caught at the 4! And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you continue. You've worked on it all week.
Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills find their way to 6. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll take the lead. Bass now to kick this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And his choice to leave that end zone going to cost him a chunk here. He's out shy of that 25-yard line. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Clock, 10. Let's go. Ready.
Now Love on the play fake. Headed out right. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
43 rails. Set hut. 6 green jack. Ready.
Play action. Love. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Throw left is intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills get it back and are going to be set up at the 44. Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. First down throw for Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. He has room past the 25. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
He's got this complete to James Cook. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Pete, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will
And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the interception into points. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills grow their lead to 8.
14. Packers 6. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And his choice to leave that end zone going to cost him a chunk here. He's out shy of that 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Love with it on 1st down. Kraft has it. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. We've reached the end of the first quarter. 14-6 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this.
On the double.
Ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Love looking to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Come on, ready?
4th down, here's Love. Has his man, it stops. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Matt LaFleur with faith in his offense. They're set to try for 2.
Here we go. Ready.
Stick it in the air. Love. And he will get into the end zone. That ties this game up.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
And he won't opt to bring this one out. Just content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Love. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Set.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. He's got it in the red zone. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Next to the score, Packers 21, Bills 14. Brandon McManus to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Back to the air. Allen. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Bills.
Allen looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And into the end zone it goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Pass on for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Now, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Now, after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 52 blue. Ready.
Play fake. It's Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So it'll be 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's good for a Packers 1st down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 43.
Jacobs running behind center. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Dose of the hurry up here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Strong running inside the 30. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15.
It's a gain of 30.
Okay.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Love now off the play action. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Rolling out to his left. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
And this, well, this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
On the ready.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Terrell Bernard.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up.
2nd and 1 at the 26-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Chased out to his right. And the pack gets home. They drop him. Offense in the hurry-up here.
Josh Allen sacked. Edgerrin Cooper on the stop. It's 3rd down.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. The Bills is going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Allen setting up to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Those passes get more and more difficult if you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up. Allen on 3rd and short. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Offense to the line fast. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That was Micah Parsons making that play. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing here, Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up.
That's another Bills. First down. Again at 26 yards.
From the red zone now.
And the Bills first down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's second down coming up. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. Has it at the 7. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
319!
To the air again, Allen. Right back to Shakir. This is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take the lead just before halftime. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. That one right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Pass now to kick this away. This taken from the 12. And that return ends, but they are very happy about it. Offense taking over all the way down to the opposition's 45.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone. You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
A massive shot towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Got it!
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Here's Jacobs again on 2nd down. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. And that play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Packers 1st down.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Ooh, puts him there under this one, right side. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll go from the gun with Wilson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Love now on 1st and 10. Dumps it off. Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Love with it on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw didn't work out the way his earlier targets had.
It kind of felt like you could see that from the booth. This defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball. A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down.
Come on,
from the red zone on 1st. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. Not sure altered the throw.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
18 yards. That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready?
Jacob can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
A give to Wilson up the middle, and he gets in. Touchdown! The Packers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Love's going to throw for 2. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead. Well, that right there really changes the complexion of this game. They take the lead on the conversion rather than playing for the tie.
You can just see my head up here in this booth, right? It's just shaking. I mean, the old-timers are looking at some of these decisions the new school guys are making and just wondering aloud, what are you thinking? Well, what they're thinking is what some of the data is telling them to do. And what I love, Kate, it now really puts the pressure on that other side to respond.
First down now, ball at the 33. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Jacobs has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers parlay the interception into points. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. There it goes. Pick 6. Touchdown, Green Bay. Went to the well 1-2 many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and he had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
319!
Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Working quickly here. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's good for Bills.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. Packers pick it up. They get a little extra on top of that fumble recovery as they take possession.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting it off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
Ready?
1st down throw. Here's Love. Connects on the crosser. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's good for the Packers. 1st down.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Strong play. 1st guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Packers carrying both the football and a good lead into our 4th quarter. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Red. Black. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Cut near the goal line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Trouble, 38.
1st down.
Set, ready. Cut.
Working inside the red zone. They can touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal.
Hey, right. Striker, 3-3.
Jacobs trying to run his way in. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
Jacobs again. And he is in this time. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Ready.
Keeping it on the ground. And right back into the end zone he goes. So one play, it's a touchdown. Then the next for 2, and he's extended their lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Brought in right side by Kincaid. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Looking quickly here.
Bills, 1st down.
On 1st down, Allen. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there. Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Allen on 3rd down. He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down. Desperation time here. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. Here he goes again. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. Josh Allen, the touchdown. That, without a doubt, Brock, one of the longest scrambles that you and I have seen, and we'll probably all see for a while, and it ends in a memorable touchdown.
Yeah, we're going to see that again and again and again on replays after this game. Probably on TV all week long. Quite the effort from somebody who proved he could be quite the...
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Andrew Cooper takes it away. He's at midfield. The 30. 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the 2-point call does end up yielding 2 points, but it's definitely not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
No, I don't think it's the first thing on the audience's mind as they get ready to run it, but it's definitely on the defensive mind to make up for the touchdown they just gave up. They're looking for opportunities to affect the score, and this time they were able to.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
There, ready.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Absolutely fires this one right side. Oh no, they get him yet again. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills have it at the 24-yard line.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And now they face 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. And they pick him off again. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. So you know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Trouble, 38. You're ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Completed to his running back. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Here we go. 45, wide, set, hut.
Play action, Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Here we go.
Love throwing on 4th. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field.
He's got it deep downfield. And they're finally able to take him down, but the damage done on that play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for Bills. First down.
First down throw for Allen. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Dose of the hurry up here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking from the gun, it's Allen. And they pick him off again. Space on the right, he's got room. There he goes, pick 6, touchdown Green Bay.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, this is teaching tape for not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
And that one's gone. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. All right, Brock, your time with Seattle and especially Indy, you were on the winning end of some blowouts. Is there any reason you'd have ever gone for 2 up this big?
Well, let's see. Mike Holmgren, Tony Dungy, my father. No, Kate, you would not ever do this because football's got a funny way of coming back and humbling you. Maybe not in this game, but down the road, and I just don't like any part of this decision-making.
A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
17 yards. And the Bills, first down.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. He can run it. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Evan Williams. The 50. 30. At the 20. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown.
defense right now has got some kind of tail on this quarterback. He's